Hey Aquarius, I wanted to sit down and share something really interesting that came through in your reading today. This is one of those readings where the energy felt particularly layered. And I think you're going to find some real clarity in what the cards are showing us. So, here's what's happening in your energetic space right now. There's a woman in your life, and the cards are being incredibly direct about her energy toward you. She's carrying a lot of resentment, a lot of envy, and honestly, consuming her in ways she probably doesn't even fully acknowledge to herself. But here's the fascinating part that I want you to really understand. While she's busy directing all this negative energy your way, something significant is building in your reality. Something she can't touch, can't stop, can't interfere with. No matter how much she might want to, the universe has a really interesting way of handling these situations. And what I'm seeing for you is a powerful example of karmic protection. When someone directs negativity toward you, but you're actually aligned with your highest path, that energy has nowhere to go. It doesn't land on you the way they intend. Instead, it tends to circle back. And the person sending it ends up dealing with their own internal chaos while you continue moving forward. I want to be really clear about something before we go deeper into the cards. This reading isn't about celebrating someone else's struggle or getting caught up in drama. It's about understanding the energy dynamics at play so you can navigate your path with awareness and confidence. Because when you understand what's happening behind the scenes, you can move through your life without getting pulled into unnecessary conflict or doubt. The cards are showing me that this woman's envy isn't just casual jealousy. It's deep, it's personal to her, and it's affecting her daily life. But the most important thing for you to grasp is that while she's expending all this energy on negative feelings, you're being divinely guided towards something she can't comprehend or block. And that's what we're going to explore together. Let me pull the first card for you. And I want you to really sit with what comes through. The first card I'm drawing is Strength. And wow, Aquarius, the timing of this card is absolutely perfect. When Strength appears in a reading about someone's envy toward you, it's telling us something profound about your inner nature and why this woman finds it's so difficult to accept your presence or your success. Strength isn't about physical power or dominance. It's about inner resilience, quiet confidence, and the ability to face challenges with grace and courage. This card represents your core essence right now, and it's showing me that you possess something this woman deeply lacks. You have an internal fortitude that allows you to move through difficulties without becoming bitter or small. You face your challenges, you process your emotions, you do the work. You come out stronger on the other side. This is what's driving her crazy, if I'm being honest with you. She's watching you handle situations that would break her spirit, and you're doing it with a level of composure that she can't understand. Maybe you've been through some really tough times recently, or maybe you're dealing with challenges right now that would send most people into a complete spiral. But you're not spiraling. You're standing firm. You're maintaining your integrity. You're refusing to let circumstances turn you into someone you're not. The Strength card is also telling me about your relationship with your own power. You don't weaponize your strength. You don't use it to make others feel small or to dominate situations. Instead, you use your inner power to uplift, to create, to protect what matters to you, and to stay true to your values even when it would be easier to compromise. This is the kind of strength that intimidates people who operate from a place of insecurity and fear. Think about the traditional imagery of the Strength card for a moment. It shows a figure gently closing the mouth of a lion, not through force, but through calm confidence and inner power. This is exactly how you're operating in your life. You're taming your own inner fears and doubts. You're managing challenges that could easily overwhelm you. And you're doing it all without aggression or drama. You're simply being who you are, standing in your truth, and moving forward with purpose. This woman who's directing so much envy toward you, she operates from a completely different place. When she faces challenges, she either crumbles or she lashes out. She doesn't have the internal resources to process difficulty the way you do. So when she sees you handling your life with grace and strength, it triggers something deep in her. It shows her everything she's not, everything she's afraid she'll never be. And instead of being inspired by your example, instead of looking at you and thinking maybe I could develop that kind of strength too, she turns it into resentment. The Strength card is also revealing something important about the energy you're carrying right now. You're in a phase of your life where your personal power is actually growing and consolidating. You're becoming more sure of yourself, more comfortable with who you are, more confident in your decisions and your path. This growth is visible to others, even when you're not trying to show it off. It radiates from you. And for someone who's stuck in their own insecurity and bitterness, watching you step into your power like this is almost unbearable. I want you to understand that her envy isn't really about you specifically. It's about what you represent to her. You're a mirror showing her all the ways she's chosen to stay small, all the times she's let fear win, all the opportunities for growth she's avoided because they were uncomfortable. That's a painful mirror to look into, and most people, instead of facing that pain and using it as motivation for change, they just try to break the mirror. That's what her negative energy toward you is really about. The Strength card is also giving us insight into how you should navigate this situation. You don't need to confront her. You don't need to defend yourself or prove anything. You don't need to shrink yourself to make her feel better. What you need to do is exactly what you've been doing. Keep standing in your truth. Keep developing your inner power. Keep facing your challenges with courage and grace. Your strength itself is your protection here. There's something else the Strength card is telling me, and this is really important for you to hear. The energy that's coming toward you, it's this powerful thing that she can't block or interfere with. It's actually amplified by your inner strength. The universe sends opportunities and blessings to people who can handle them, to people who have the internal fortitude to receive them and use them wisely. Your strength is literally magnetizing good things toward you. It's creating a frequency that attracts abundance, opportunities, growth, and positive connections. So while she's sitting there consumed with envy and resentment, trying to figure out how to diminish you or block your progress, the universe is basically saying, yeah, no, this person has done the inner work. This person has developed the strength and character to receive what we're sending. And nothing she does can change that because she's operating on a completely different vibrational frequency than what you're aligned with. Let me pull the second card because this story goes deeper. The next card that's coming through is the Knight of Cups and Aquarius. This is where the reading gets really interesting because we're seeing the specific nature of what's coming towards you that this woman is so envious about. The Knight of Cups represents offers, opportunities, emotional fulfillment, and in many cases, genuine expressions of love or partnership. This is the card of someone or something approaching you with a sincere offer, with positive intentions, with the potential for real connection and happiness. And the energy of this card is telling me that what's heading your way is something she either wants for herself or something she thinks you don't deserve. Now, I want to be clear that the Knight of Cups can manifest in different ways. Sometimes it's a romantic opportunity, a person who's coming into your life with genuine feelings and good intentions. Sometimes it's a creative opportunity, a chance to express yourself or share your gifts with the world in a way that brings you joy and fulfillment. Sometimes it's an emotional healing that comes through an unexpected connection or experience. But regardless of the specific form it takes, what's consistent is that this is something meaningful, something that has the potential to bring real happiness into your life. What's fascinating about this card appearing in your reading is that it tells me this: women can see what's coming even if you can't fully see it yet. Sometimes people who are obsessed with us, even from a negative place, are actually more tuned into our energy and our incoming blessings than we are ourselves. She's picked up on something that's approaching you, and it's eating her up inside because she wants it. She feels like she deserves it more than you do. Or she's bitter that good things keep happening for you while she feels stuck. The Knight of Cups energy is also telling me something about the quality of what's approaching. This isn't something superficial or temporary. This isn't a fleeting opportunity or a shallow connection. Whatever this Knight is bringing to you, it has depth. It has emotional resonance. It has the potential to genuinely enhance your life in meaningful ways. That's partly why her envy is so intense. If this was something small or insignificant, she probably wouldn't care as much. But she can sense that this is something real, something valuable, something that's going to make you even happier and more fulfilled than you already are. I'm also picking up from this card that there's an element of surprise involved. The Knight of Cups often appears when we're not actively seeking something, when we're just living our life and suddenly an opportunity or connection presents itself in an unexpected way. You might not even be looking for whatever this is. It's going to find you anyway, because you're in alignment with receiving it. Think about how this must be affecting her. She's probably out there desperately chasing things, trying to force opportunities, trying to make connections happen, doing all this external work to try to get what she wants. And then she looks at you, and things just seem to flow to you naturally. You're not scheming or manipulating or desperately seeking. You're just being yourself, standing in your strength, living your life authentically, and good things come to you. That's infuriating to someone who operates from scarcity and fear. The Knight of Cups is also revealing something about timing. Knights in tarot represent movement and action. This isn't something that's going to take years to manifest. This is something that's actively moving towards you right now. It's in motion. And there's absolutely nothing she can do to stop it, because it's not within her sphere of influence. This is between you and the universe, between you and your own destiny. And she's just an outside observer who has no power in this situation. Here's what else the Knight of Cups is showing me. Whatever this opportunity or connection is, it's aligned with your authentic self. It's not something that requires you to be someone you're not, or to compromise your values, or to play games. It's coming to you precisely because of who you are, because of the energy you carry, because of the person you've become through all your experiences and growth. That's beautiful, and that's also why it's secure from her interference. She can't block something that's specifically meant for the real, because she doesn't even really understand who you are at your core. The emotional component of the Knight of Cups is significant too. This is going to touch your heart. This is going to make you feel something genuine and deep. Maybe you've been in a place where you've been a bit guarded emotionally, where you've been protecting yourself because you've been hurt before, or because you've been dealing with so much that you haven't had space to be vulnerable. Whatever this night is bringing, it's going to create a safe space for you to open up again, to feel joy again, to connect authentically again. And she knows this somehow. She can sense that you're about to experience something that's going to bring you genuine happiness. And it's killing her because she's so far from that kind of authentic joy herself. She's trapped in her bitterness and envy. And those emotions are like a prison that keeps her from experiencing the kind of genuine connection and happiness that's coming your way. The Knight of Cups also suggests that when this opportunity or connection arrives, you'll recognize it pretty quickly. There will be something about it that feels right, that feels aligned, that feels like it's meant to be part of your journey. Trust that recognition. Trust your intuition when this Knight shows up in your life. Don't let any seeds of doubt that she might try to plant make you question something that your heart knows is good for you. Let me pull the third card, because there's more to this situation. That needs to be revealed. The third card is Judgment. And Aquarius, this is the Karma card. This is where we see the universe's response to everything that's been happening, and I have to tell you, the timing and placement of this card is giving me chills. Judgment is one of the most powerful cards in the entire tarot deck when it comes to karmic justice and spiritual reckoning. This card represents a moment when everything is being evaluated, when accounts are being balanced, when people receive exactly what they've been putting out into the world. And in the context of this reading about someone directing so much negativity and envy toward you, Judgment is basically saying the universe is watching, the universe is aware, and the universe is responding. Here's what you need to understand about karmic energy. It's not about punishment or revenge. It's about balance and truth. When someone sends negative energy toward another person who's in alignment with their highest good, that energy doesn't just disappear. It has to go somewhere. And because you're protected by your own integrity and spiritual alignment, that negative energy bounces back to its source. She's essentially been attacking a mirror, and everything she's sent your way has been reflecting back to her. The Judgment card is telling me that she's about to face, or is already facing, a significant karmic reckoning. All the envy she's been holding, all the negative thoughts she's been directing toward you, all the ways she might have tried to undermine you or speak badly about you or wish for your downfall. All of that is coming back to her in ways she didn't anticipate. And the really profound thing about karmic justice is that it doesn't necessarily come from external sources. Often, the karma is internal. The person becomes their own punishment because they can't escape their own thoughts and feelings. Think about how exhausting it must be to carry that much envy and resentment every day. Think about the mental and emotional energy she's expending on negative feelings toward you, instead of using that energy to improve her own life. That alone is a form of karma. While you're moving forward, growing, attracting positive opportunities, she's stuck in this loop of bitterness that's keeping her stagnant and miserable. She's literally creating her own hell. She probably doesn't even realize that she's the one holding the keys to her own prison. The Judgment card also represents awakening and truth. There's a possibility that at some point, she's going to have a moment of clarity where she sees exactly what she's been doing and how it's affected her own life. That can be a brutal awakening, to suddenly see yourself clearly and realize how much time and energy you've wasted on negativity and envy. Some people use that awakening as a catalyst for real change. Others just sink deeper into bitterness. We'll see which path she chooses. But here's what's really important for you to focus on in relation to this Judgment card. Your own karma is beautifully clear. The universe is looking at your actions, your intentions, your heart, and it's saying this person has been operating with integrity. This person has been doing the work. This person deserves what's coming to them. That's why the Knight of Cups is able to reach you. That's why the blessings are flowing. That's why nothing she does can actually harm you. Your karmic account is balanced, and in many ways, you're in a period of karmic reward. The Judgment card is also about rebirth and transformation. And I'm seeing this playing out in your life in a really positive way. You're entering a new phase, a new chapter, where you get to leave behind old patterns, old wounds, old limitations. You're being given a chance to step into a higher version of yourself, to embrace opportunities that match your evolved consciousness. This is part of what she's responding to so negatively. She can sense that you're transforming, that you're leveling up, and it highlights how stuck she feels in her own life. There's also a collective or public element to the Judgment card that's worth mentioning. Sometimes this card indicates that truth is coming to light in a broader way, that people are starting to see situations clearly, that masks are falling away and true intentions are being revealed. If this woman has been trying to manipulate how others perceive you, if she's been talking behind your back or trying to damage your reputation, the Judgment card suggests that the truth is going to come out. People are going to see her clearly, and they're going to see you clearly. And the contrast is going to be undeniable. The Judgment card is giving you permission to release any guilt or concern you might be carrying about her feelings. You are not responsible for her envy. You are not responsible for managing her emotions or making yourself smaller to accommodate her insecurity. Your job is to continue walking your path with integrity, to receive the blessings that are meant for you, and to trust that the universe is handling the karmic balance. You don't need to defend yourself. You don't need to engage with her negativity. You just need to keep being who you are and let karma do its work. I want you to sit with the power of this Judgment card for a moment. This is the universe telling you that you're protected, that justice is being served, that you can move forward without fear or doubt. Whatever she's been trying to do to block your blessings or diminish your light, it's not going to work. The cosmic scales are balanced, and they're tipped in your favor because you've earned that through your actions and your character. Let me pull the fourth card, because there's one more layer to this situation. The fourth card coming through is the Nine of Pentacles. In Aquarius, this card is absolutely beautiful in this position because it's showing us the outcome, the result of everything we've been discussing. The Nine of Pentacles is the card of self-sufficiency, abundance, refinement, and enjoying the fruits of your labor. This is you standing in a space of material and spiritual abundance that you've created through your own efforts, your own growth, your own wise choices. This card represents a level of success and fulfillment that's deeply personal and genuinely earned. What's powerful about this card appearing here is that it shows me the specific nature of what's driving this. Woman's envy to such intense levels? The Nine of Pentacles represents someone who has created a beautiful life for themselves. Someone who's independent and self-sufficient. Someone who doesn't need validation or approval from others because they're completely secure in what they've built. This is where you're heading, and honestly, this is probably already where you are in many ways. The Nine of Pentacles person is someone who has done the work. They've invested in themselves, developed their skills, made sacrifices when necessary, stayed disciplined and focused, and now they're reaping the rewards. There's a quality of elegance and ease to this card, but it's an ease that's been earned through effort and dedication. You're not lucky. You're not privileged. You're not getting things handed to you. You've worked for what you have and what's coming to you. That work has built something solid and lasting. This is what this woman can't stand. She wants the results without the process. She wants the abundance without the discipline. She wants the success without the personal growth and effort that creates it. So she looks at you and your Nine of Pentacles energy. And instead of recognizing all the work you've put in, all the challenges you've overcome, all the ways you've invested in yourself, she just sees what you have and feels like it's unfair that she doesn't have the same. The Nine of Pentacles also represents independence. And I think this is a crucial element of what's happening here. You don't need her. You don't need her approval, her friendship, her validation, or her presence in your life. You're completely capable of thriving on your own, of creating your own opportunities, of building your own happiness. That level of independence is threatening to people who are dependent on external validation and who need to feel needed. She can't manipulate you through your needs, because you're not operating from a place of lack. This card is also telling me about the quality of life you're creating or about to fully step into. It's not just about material success, although there's definitely a financial component to the Nine of Pentacles. It's about creating a life that reflects your values, that brings you genuine satisfaction, that allows you to be yourself fully. It's about having the freedom to make choices based on what's right for you rather than what you think you should do to please others or fit into expectations. The Nine of Pentacles often appears when someone has learned to enjoy their own company, when they've cultivated a rich inner life, when they've developed interests and passions that genuinely fulfill them. This is part of your strength and part of what this woman envies. You're not desperately seeking completion from external sources. You're already complete in yourself. And relationships and opportunities that come to you are additions to an already fulfilling life rather than attempts to fill a void. I'm also seeing with this card that the abundance coming to you is multifaceted. It's not just one area of your life that's flourishing. The Nine of Pentacles suggests prosperity in multiple dimensions. Maybe it's career success combined with personal growth. Maybe it's financial stability combined with creative fulfillment. Maybe it's professional recognition combined with meaningful relationships. Whatever the specific combination is for you, it's creating a life that feels rich and satisfying. The garden imagery that's traditionally associated with the Nine of Pentacles is significant too. A garden doesn't grow overnight. It requires planning, planting, consistent care, patience, and trust in natural cycles. You've been tending your garden, so to speak. You've been planting good seeds through your choices and actions. You've been watering them with your effort and attention. You've been patient through the seasons of growth. And now you're entering the harvest time where you get to enjoy the beauty, abundance of what you've cultivated. She hasn't been doing that work in her own life. She's been too busy watching your garden grow and feeling resentful about it instead of tending her own soil. That's why she's stuck in envy while you're moving into abundance. She's focused on what you have instead of focusing on what she could create for herself. The Nine of Pentacles is also confirming something really important about the Knight of Cups that we drew earlier. Whatever opportunity or connection that Knight is bringing to you, it's going to enhance this already strong foundation you're building. It's going to add to your abundance rather than being something you desperately need to feel complete. You're attracting from a place of fullness rather than from a place of emptiness. And that's why what's coming to you is going to be genuine and aligned. This card is telling you to prepare to receive. Prepare to step fully into this abundant, independent, self-sufficient energy. Prepare to enjoy what you've earned. Prepare to live the life you've been building. And prepare to do all of this without guilt or hesitation. Regardless of how anyone else feels about your success, let me pull the final card, because there's one more piece of guidance the universe wants you to have. The fifth and final card is the Queen of Wands, an Aquarius. This is the card that's telling you exactly who you need to be as you move forward through all. Of this, the Queen of Wands is confident, charismatic, creative, and absolutely unapologetic about her power and presence. She knows who she is. She's comfortable in her own skin. And she moves through the world with the kind of magnetic energy that naturally attracts opportunities and people. This is the energy you're being called to fully embody as you navigate this situation and step into what's coming for you. The Queen of Wands doesn't shrink herself to make others comfortable. She doesn't dim her light because someone else is insecure. She doesn't apologize for her success or her gifts. She's fully expressed, fully present, and completely aligned with her authentic self. This is the energy that's going to carry you forward and protect you from any negativity that this woman or anyone else tries to send your way. What's really interesting about this card, appearing as the final card in your reading, is that it's showing me the completion of a transformation. You've been developing your inner strength. You've been doing the work. You've been building your abundant life. And now you're being asked to step into the full expression of your power. No more holding back. No more playing small. No more worrying about how your light might make others feel. It's time to be the queen. The Queen of Wands is also deeply creative and passionate. She's connected to her desires, her inspiration, her vision for her life. She doesn't let other people's opinions or judgments interfere. With her creative expression or her pursuit of what lights her up, this is important guidance for you right now, because as you move into this new phase, where blessings are flowing and opportunities are coming, you need to stay connected to your own vision. Don't let anyone's negativity make you second-guess yourself or dim your enthusiasm for what's unfolding. This queen is also a natural leader. People are drawn to her energy. They trust her judgment. They respect her perspective. As you embody this energy more fully, you're going to find that your influence expands, that people seek out your wisdom and guidance, that you're recognized for the value you bring. This is part of what's been building and part of what this woman has been sensing. You're stepping into a more visible, influential role, and that's threatening to someone who wants to keep you small. The fire element of the Queen of Wands is significant here. Fire transforms. It purifies. It illuminates. You're in a phase of transformation where old patterns and energies that no longer serve you are being burned away. The fire of your own passion and purpose is clearing the path forward. And yes, that fire is also burning up any negativity or interference that tries to attach itself to you. You're essentially untouchable right now when you're fully aligned with this Queen of Wands energy. This card is also telling me that confidence is your superpower in this situation. Not arrogance, not aggression, but genuine, grounded confidence in who you are and what you're creating. When you move through life with the confidence of the Queen of Wands, when you're not seeking permission or validation, and you're just boldly being yourself and pursuing your goals, you become magnetic. You attract the right opportunities, the right people, the right experiences, and you naturally repel anything that's not aligned with your highest good. The Queen of Wands is giving you permission to be bold, take up space, express yourself fully, pursue what you want without apologizing. Shine as brightly as you're meant to shine. The right people will love your light. The people who are intimidated by it or resentful of it are simply showing you that they're not your people, and that's okay. You're not here to make everyone comfortable. You're here to live your purpose and create your vision. I want you to think about this woman's envy through the lens of the Queen of Wands. Queens don't waste their energy worrying about people who resent them. Queens don't dim their light to accommodate insecurity. Queens don't engage with negativity or drama. They simply continue ruling their kingdom, making their moves, building their legacy. That's the energy you need to maintain. She's essentially a peasant throwing stones at the castle walls. The castle isn't damaged by the stones, and the queen inside doesn't even feel them. That's the level of detachment and confidence you need to have. The Queen of Wands is also reminding you that your energy is valuable, it should be invested wisely. Every moment you spend thinking about her envy or her negative feelings toward you is a moment you're not investing in your own growth and happiness. Every ounce of energy you give to concern about her interference is energy you're not directing toward your goals and dreams. Be like the Queen. Focus on your kingdom. Invest in what matters. Let everything else fade into irrelevance. This final card is also confirmation that you have everything you need within you to navigate this situation and claim what's coming to you. The strength, the confidence, the creativity, the passion, the leadership, the magnetic presence, it's all already there inside you. You just need to give yourself permission to express it fully. You need to step into the Queen energy without hesitation or apology. As I'm looking at all 5 cards together, Aquarius, the message is so clear and so powerful. You're standing in your strength. Something beautiful and meaningful is coming to you. Karmic justice is handling what needs to be handled. You're moving into a phase of earned abundance and self-sufficiency, and you're being called to embody the full expression of your confident, creative, powerful self. This is your time. This is your season. And no amount of envy or negativity from someone else can change that, because you're divinely protected and aligned. So here's my guidance for you as you move forward. Don't engage with her energy. Don't try to defend yourself or prove anything. Don't let her negativity make you doubt what's coming or question whether you deserve it. Just keep being the Queen of Wands. Keep developing your strength. Keep tending your garden. Keep shining your light. The universe has your back. Karma is handling what needs to be handled. Your blessings are on their way, regardless of what anyone else thinks or feels about it. Trust yourself. Trust the process. Trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You've done the work. You've earned what's coming. Now it's time to receive it with confidence and grace.